Jah over evil, right for me heart. Babylon afraid when the Gideon start. Man a warrior boy. Tell them man a warrior boy. Full suit of armor, sword in a hand, ready to go chant down dirty Babylon. Man a warrior boy. Tell them man a warrior boy. Real warrior. Real warrior. Welcome. Why oh why oh why? Right, left, right, the soldiers are come. Left, right, the soldiers are come. Left, right, the soldiers are come. Left, right. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta youth. I and I start recruit, soldiers, listen, listen, I army. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta youth. I and I start recruit, soldiers, listen, listen, I army. The people them a ball, say them tired of mediocre. Evil a go fall when them try to Ethiopia. Believing from dawn, say they like the easy boat, yeah. It's not an easy road. Operation Occupy the Motherland. Calling all soldiers to kindly trot along from creation. It right in a job plan. We can't do it alone, so I am recruiting soldiers coming from near and far, my true. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Sent by the Savior, welcome the Rasta youth. I and I start recruit, soldiers, Selassie I army. Here comes trouble, everybody I go like we. I know everybody I go like we. Under the pressures of life and it's tough. Now stay down, mama, time to get up. No bother with the dumb full style, strictly up full vibe. When the bills and the rent and the mortgage due. When your best friends are gone and it's only you. Skanking sweet, everybody wanna feel irate. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know feel a reggae music sweet, yeah, yeah. Skanking sweet, everybody wanna feel irate. Forget your troubles and rock with me. You know feel a reggae music sweet, yeah, yeah. Skanking sweet, everybody's gonna feel irate.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our graduation ceremony, I would like to remind you of a few important matters. Could you kindly turn off all cellular telephones now? Please remember that the university provides an official photographer who will take photographs while the graduates are receiving their certificates. No unauthorized person will be allowed to access the presentation area during the ceremony. The university shares in your pride at this graduation, but we appeal for restraint when the names are called so that all graduates may be able to hear their names clearly. Graduates and their guests are expected to remain for the duration of the ceremony. Please keep the aisles clear at all times. Emergency medical service is available at the front, at the undercroft, and at the rear of the tent. As you will have observed, exit signs are clearly marked. You are asked to note the location of the nearest exit to you. In case of emergency, the ushers will guide you to the nearest assembly point. At the end of this ceremony, we ask families and friends to remain seated until the procession has exited the tent. The area will be needed to be immediately prepared for our evening ceremony. We are therefore appealing to the graduates, families, and friends to assist us by leaving the tent area as quickly as possible. You are welcome to celebrate outside. We wish you an enjoyable ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem. And please remain standing for the Chancellor's procession after the anthem.
Eternal Father, bless our land. Guard us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil force. Be our light through countless doors. To all leaders, great defender, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be us forever, Jamaica land we love.
Vice-Chancellor, Sir Hilary Beckles, Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the UWI Mona Campus, Professor Dale Weber, Deputy Principal, Professor Ian Boxill, Pro-Vice-Chancellors and Principals of St. Augustine, Cave Hill, and the Open Campus, as well as the Five Islands Campus and their deputies. Custos Rotalorum of the Parish of Kingston, the Honourable Stedman Fuller, Chief of Defence Staff, Lieutenant General Rocky Mead, the UWI Honorary Graduate for 2019, Mrs. Thyla Lynn, the UWI Honorary Graduate for 2018, Mrs. Donette Chinloy Chang, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the academic staff, officers and members of the university community, members of the UWI Global Partners, distinguished alumni, valedictorian Mr. Shamar Hall, graduating class of 2019, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My heartiest congratulations to the class of 2019. How does it feel to finally have arrived here? This signifies the end of a long journey with a successful outcome. And I say to you, enough respect. You will leave today with your degree in hand and a sense of confidence that you will make an important contribution to society. Each graduating class has its own particular and special characteristics, but all have a wonderful sense of joy, accomplishment, and hope. Today is a day of celebration, and I salute you and your loved ones who have supported you in your struggles. As you celebrate your achievement and look to the future, I ask that you reflect on the journey you've had these last few years. It has been a collective one in which you have gained not just technical skills, but life skills that will, we hope, allow you to engage meaningfully in your community, in your place of work, or to engage in some new, exciting enterprise that none of us know of as yet. You have also gained a network of friends and colleagues who will help to sustain you into the future. It is possible that some of you have found your life partners at the University of the West Indies. Whatever the nature of the relationships, nurture them and support each other as you journey through life. The UWI has grown in the time that it took for you to complete your studies. On September the 1st, 2019, the University of the West Indies welcomed a new member to its family, the Five Islands Campus in Antigua and Barbuda. This is the 5th campus of the university and the first physical campus to be established since the 1960s. We wish the leadership of the Five Islands Campus all the best as they embark on their own journey. I congratulate Professor Stafford Griffith, its first principal, who is with us today. Give him a round of applause. At Mona, much has happened. The Mona campus has changed considerably in the last 71 years, and there is much to be proud of. Mona can now be even prouder because it always has adapted to changes in our country and in the region in order to better support development. the groundbreaking ceremony for the additional site of the Mona campus at the Western Jamaica campus is an excellent sign of just how responsive this campus has been. The new Western campus, to be located at Fairfield on Barnett Estate in St. James, will give more of our people, especially those living in Western Jamaica, access to UWI's outstanding programs. The West has considerable contributions to make to Jamaica's development, and the UWI wants to be part of those special contributions. The Barnett site of the Western Jamaican campus will have its own special offerings, such as a world-class school of management in BPO, financial and tourism management, and masters in business administration, accounting, and global sustainable tourism. All of these sectors continue to grow and offer employment to our people. The UWI must be prepared to help equip them to access these opportunities. Mona should be proud of having taken the bold step in creating greater access, improved alignment with the desires of Western Jamaica, and increased agility to create a space that offers niche-specific preparation. I congratulate the new principal, Professor Weber, and his team on this achievement. I would like to address climate change and your role as a young generation in it. Climate action is not a call to step backwards into the past. Rather, it is a call for a great leap forward, using technology to save us from self-destruction. We speak about destroying the planet, but we are not harming the planet. What we are doing is destroying the environment that sustains our life on the planet. A very fragile set of conditions that have allowed humans to thrive for millennia. The Earth will continue merrily for millions of years after the human race has disappeared. We have just witnessed the devastation caused by Hurricane Dorian. The impact of these storms on the psyche of our sisters and brothers, the loss of life, the dislocation of families, the damage done to property cannot be understated. I'm pleased to note the technical assistance provided by the University of the West Indies to the affected islands, and especially the many efforts mounted by students to help those affected by the storms. You can be proud of the steps being taken by Jamaica to deal with climate change. The installation of renewable energy capacity, the converting of power stations to natural gas, along with the reduction in the use of non-recyclable materials. This is a good beginning. This morning on my way here, I saw a public bus that had a large sign on it saying it was powered by natural gas. You're to be congratulated for these efforts. A green Jamaica is a better Jamaica for everyone. However, more has to be done. We know that climate change is not a hoax. We bear the scars to prove it. The increasing strength and intensity of storms that we are experiencing and the changes in weather patterns around the world are resulting in extended periods of drought and flooding, something that, if it continues unchallenged, will affect our ability to produce enough food to feed ourselves and lead to massive migration throughout the world. I am proud of the UWI scientists who have been engaged at a global level to assess and address this challenge. We have participated in the work of the International Panel on Climate Change for several years and continue to do so. Multidisciplinary research to support the actions to be taken by governments and people around the world to mitigate the effects of climate change are absolutely necessary. And I hope that among the graduating class today, there are some of you who will dedicate yourselves to these efforts. The single most important element in addressing climate change is advocacy and activism. I applaud the global efforts being made by students, like yourselves, to ensure that climate change is given prominent attention by politicians around the world. The global movement underway with one of its leaders, a young Swedish student, is growing in number and strength. In recognition of the critical impact of climate change on our immediate future, the first ever Global Youth Summit on Climate Change was convened by the United Nations in September. Young and not so young voices were raised in support of those who have suffered the consequences of climate change, and they are challenging governments around the world to change the dialogue to reflect more emphasis on economic activities that are not detrimental to the environment. I urge you to add your voices and support this movement. Your support through sustained advocacy and activism will be critical in influencing at the level of our governments. Individual actions are commendable, but collective action is critical. You have to think about this problem globally, but you have to act locally. It is your future that is at risk. You cannot leave it to others who may not appreciate the consequences that you will face in your lifetimes if the environment is not put at the forefront of all decision-making. It is on that note of collective action that I wish to end. Today marks a significant point in your journey through life. You have been part of a collective these past few years, in large and small groups and classes. You did not journey alone. As you move forward in life, in addition to your family and friends, you are now a member of an ever-growing UWI alumni community. Remain engaged, stay connected to the UWI, become an active alumni, give back what it has given, some of what it has given to you. I don't ever want you to feel that you cannot make a difference, because all Jamaicans know that we lickle but we talawa. We are met today in order that we may mark by a formal ceremony the entry of certain of our members into the company of graduates and the academic achievement of others. As a university, we are an academic society of undergraduates, bachelors, masters, and doctors, and we follow the academic tradition in the pursuit of knowledge and the encouragement of learning, purposes which are laid down in the preamble to the Royal Charter by which we have been granted the powers needful for the prosecution of our affairs. In pursuing these aims, our members advance from time to time to a higher standing in the academic community, and it is proper that as a body we celebrate their achievement. It is marked by granting a degree or diploma or license or certificate, and we rejoice with our graduates on their achievements.
Chancellor, I now ask the public orator, Dr. Michael Buckner, to present the Honorable Thalia Lynn, whom the Senate and the Council of the University have been pleased to recommend for the award of the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Chancellor, to be in the presence of our honorary graduand is to find oneself basking in the radiance of her smile, which is pure sunshine. Her joie de vivre is unparalleled. Her energy is infectious. And if you're not careful, Chancellor, soon that mischievous twinkle in her eyes will lead to some kind of autoclaps, if not a new business venture or adventure. She must have been a force of nature in her infancy, because she recalls her childhood as a tale of tumbles. She fell down the stairs of her grandparents' house. She fell out of a black mango tree in her front yard. She fell out of a car en route to the mineral baths. And she fell out of the nanny's hands, losing 2 of her front teeth. From age 3 to 7, she recalls smiling with her mouth shut, even as she continued to embrace life with an open arm. What we will hear today in a review of a phenomenal life is of an open-hearted woman of daring who engages in energetic pursuit of life's opportunities, who is never afraid of calculated risks. Chancellor, I present to you businesswoman, founder, chief executive officer, and managing director of Island Grill, in other words, head cook and bottle washer, chairman of the NCB Foundation, stockbroker, marketing manager, board director extraordinaire, inductee in the PSOJ Hall of Fame, a restorer of sacred murals and preserver of heritage sites, philanthropist, justice of the peace, Honorary Consul General of Thailand, Mrs. Thalia Lynn. Notwithstanding her early life of unexpected escapades threatening life and limb, she had a charmed childhood. Born in 1946, the second of Gladstone and Maisie Chang's 7 children, plus 5 adopted cousins who lost their parents in an accident, Thalia had playmates galore, 8 other girls and 3 boys. By the time they moved to Barbican, their parents settled on Roselle Street alongside other siblings and the paternal grandparents, and so created a whole community of Changs to make up their own proverbial village of caregivers for these children. She remembers an active time during those formative years of playing cricket and marbles, dressing up and participating in pageants, careening down driveways on wagons, and making trips to the beach. She had innumerable family activities to keep her busy. Yet, her parents, especially the patriarch, insisted that they remember their humble beginnings. They learned the genesis of the family business, the story of how a partner draw, proceeds from the sale of their mother's barley sugar, and a loan from an elder provided the deposit to purchase Valentine Bakery, now Purity Bakery. Like Shakespeare's King Lear, Queen Lynn learned from early to remember her humble family past, so that she would be mindful of those homeless heads and unfed sides of the needy, so that those who have aplenty, quote, may shake the superflux to them and show the heavens more just, unquote. Daddy Chang also emphasized not forgetting those who helped you along the way and recognizing the value of a good education. With such encouragement, young Thalia took to her studies with zeal, focus, and sometimes with a little more squirming enthusiasm than the nuns could manage. She squirmed through kindergarten in a beret at Alpha, and then in a jippy-japper hat at Immaculate Preparatory School. And although being at the top of her class and passing the common entrance examinations at age 9, she was kept back from entering Immaculate Conception High School until she was 10. There, she completed her senior Cambridge examinations at age 15, then her higher schools 2 years later. During high school, she was class prefect, sang in the glee club, acted in school plays, and became a girl guide. Since the Chang boys were slated for the family business, the young girls knew that they needed a degree in order to be self-reliant. At 17, she won a scholarship to Manhattanville College in New York, where she completed in 2.5 years her 4-year BA degree in English. I emphasize, Chancellor, it was in English. Having witnessed firsthand the activities of the civil rights movement, Thalia returned to Jamaica and to her high school beau, a more self-aware and socially conscious person. And after a year teaching English at Immaculate and attaining the age of 21, she married Michael Lynn, with whom she has spent the last 52 years of her life. They migrated to Canada, where his flying career would take wings. And in between having her 2 sons, she qualified to be a financial advisor and stockbroker, and then became the marketing manager for one of the largest Canadian companies in mutual funds. When Air Jamaica provided an opportunity for her husband, they moved back to Jamaica, and Thalia continued to sell mutual funds while keeping an eye out for new business opportunities. In true Jamaican Chinese tradition, she had had her informal internship behind the counter in the family business during her holidays or on evenings awaiting the ride home. Business was in her blood. The first opportunity was Dairy Castle, selling soft-serve ice cream. You remember that? Dairy Castle? But by the time the second store was open, hamburgers and fried chicken were added to the menu. Then they opened Char Grill, replacing a former KFC franchise in Twin Gates Plaza, which then became Chicken Supreme. After dispensing with the ice cream and the fried chicken, just focusing on grilling, and after beginning to add Jamaican spices to the chicken, the concept of Island Grill was born. Founded in 1991, this iconic Jamaican brand has grown to 19 outlets, including 1 in Barbados, and even venturing to Florida for a spell. The chain of restaurants is now a billion-dollar enterprise. Even more remarkable, Chancellor, is that its enviable accomplishments is that now we can have the words home-cooked meal and fast food in the same sentence, if not the same mouth, without fear of colic or contradiction. Promoting healthy living and eco-friendly principles, Thalia Lynn's Island Grill, with its Eat Good, Live Good mantra, has become a remarkable sensation. Accompanying their Eat Right, Live Right philosophy is their philanthropy, the support of numerous communities and charitable activities, such as the Supper Pot of Love and other outreach programs. Indeed, Chancellor, philanthropy is part of her heartbeat, part of her heritage. She's the chair of the NCB Foundation, which has awarded over approximately Jamaican $2 billion in awards to education and youth development. In 2012, Mrs. Lynn, as co-chair fundraiser, committed Island Grill support and formed a coalition of sponsors from the business, media, and diplomatic communities to the UWI CB Group 5K and Smart Eggs Kids K. Since the inaugural initiative, over 250 scholarships valued at Jamaica 75 million have been awarded. This phenomenal woman entrepreneur, Chancellor, has been recognized with the Humanitarian Award of the American Friends of Jamaica, been twice named Business Leader of the Year by the Florida International University MBA graduating class, been recently inducted in the PSOJ Hall of Fame as only the second woman who has been given this honor. Been awarded the Order of Distinction, and further afield, been bestowed with the most noble order of the Crown of Thailand. She ruefully reminds us that unlike her other siblings and cousins who had a pastry named after them in the bakery, her name, Thalia, was too unusual to be dignified as a delicacy. That name of Greek origin, which means giver of grace and charm, should be elevated beyond pastry to pelican pride. And so, by the power vested in you by the Council and Senate of the University of the West Indies, Chancellor, for entrepreneurship, confer on Mrs. Thalia Geraldine Lynn the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Vested in me by the Senate and Council of the University of the West Indies, I have the honor to confer upon you the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa of the University of the West Indies. Congratulations. Thank you. I call on Dr. the Honorable Thalia Lynn to address the company.
Wow. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Principal, Registrar, and their spouses, who always come out in support, UWI faculty and family, Mike Costas, the Honorable Stedman Fuller, under whom I am a Justice of the Peace, Chief of Staff, Rocky Mead, members, my two diplomatic friends. I almost made a diplomatic faux pas. Family, friends, but most importantly, graduates. And in my speech, I have you in bold, graduates. It is such an honor to be celebrating with you today. I know you didn't see me in the library this semester, but maybe you worked just a little harder for your degrees than I did for mine. But I was working, I was doing work experience, so I could have the honor of graduating with you. And if you think you're feeling proud and excited, just check my pulse. You've worked hard and long and earned every single accolade today. I am most grateful to be on this stage. I can remember when I was not quite sure if I would be able to attend university. Coming from a large family of 12, my parents were not sure if they could provide all of us with a tertiary education. But sacrifices were made, as I'm sure many were made by persons in this audience. Scholarships were applied for because education and knowledge in my family remain all important. My father, Gladstone Chang, graduated from St. George's College through the generosity of the Jesuits. He determined that all his children should pursue higher education. At one point, Daddy had 5 of us simultaneously enrolled in universities across the world, all at the same time. He and my mother, Maisie, knew it was important to send all 12 of us to school. It is with the support of parents and loved ones and through your own self-reliance that you have managed to make it here today. So congratulations also to all your support who are here by your side and have stood by you throughout your journey. I know you're feeling overwhelmed as you start a new chapter and apprehensive of what life off campus will bring. The uncertainty will continue, but embrace it and always be excited about new beginnings. In fact, there always needs to be new beginnings in your young lives because Jamaica needs change. We have to combat climate change that Chancellor spoke about. And your country depends on it, the change, and on you. There are more challenges ahead of you, and you are prepared for them. Stay curious about the opportunities you find and find your purpose. Adopt a little of that Nike dream, crazy that says, don't ask if your dreams are crazy, ask if they're crazy enough. My grandson Matthew, sitting here today with me, graduated from NYU Stern, and he refers public to me as his rock star grandma, but privately, I know he thinks of me as his crazy grandma, and I embrace it thoroughly. I was ADHD long before it became a diagnosis. I was disruptive before that was a positive word. And I didn't know when I graduated from Manhattanville at 20 what my career path would be. And I have to add to this that I'm so honored to be wearing a cap and gown because I was in such a rush to come back to Jamaica. I didn't stay for my graduation exercise. Don't limit yourselves. Be innovative, a little crazy, creative, and in your thought process, be even crazier. You learned enough discipline here at UWI to balance it. Matthew is now at World Bank in DC using his skills to develop Minecraft games to communicate disaster mitigation preparedness, to be prepared for climate change that Chancellor spoke about. And the Minecraft is being used to communicate all the importance of climate change and disaster mitigation to young people. Who would have thought that his adeptness at Minecraft and challenging his young cousin Max would be such an asset to his job. Isn't that crazy? Son Craig, hi Craig, graduated from university with a degree in international studies and literature. He waited for 2 years, and we really despaired that we had our hard-earned money that we spent on his tuition was coming to naught. But because, like his mom, he was unsure of his career path. He coerced his dad and I into buying him a super-duper expensive Mac computer. And I don't know how he did it, but he wrote the Macintosh 3D handbook, and it was published in different languages. He honed some skill, some creative skill, that landed him his first job, which was with International Light and Magic, George Lucas's company. And I didn't understand what he was doing until he showed me that he was working on Star Wars, and it was top secret, so I was sworn to secrecy. But there was that spaceship exploding. He moved on to the UK, worked on Harry Potter, and won an Emmy for Dinotopia, who we've never even heard of, but he won an Emmy. So all of this because I'm telling you about change. He majored in literature, and he now builds, he still freelances in visual effects, but he now builds coffee grinders out of his garage, and which he sells online for $1,000 US, and already has sold over 1 million. So, innovation, change, craziness. So son Michael and his wife Denise met at Rhode Island School of Design. They're the Island Grill succession plan, and that's totally removed from industrial design and fine arts. Denise arises at 4 a.m. every morning to write the manuals that I never paid attention to, that I never stopped to do or pay attention to. I just wanted to open more stores and follow my dream, chase my vision. Michael brought his creative thought process to the company and is a chief innovation officer. Those digital menu boards, the environmentally friendly packaging. Denise is totally immersed in operational issues, developing leaders like you all will be to provide hassle-free service to our customers and taking us further into the technological age that I have to learn to adapt to. Chancellor Bermudez related a similar story of his daughter Chloe, an erudite academic who now presides over his business. He threw her in at the deep end, and her dad allowed her to make her mark, and she has. See, all big changes in life. Be prepared for those changes. And I know I'm bragging a little, but I thought that real-life stories would be more meaningful to the social science graduates out there, rather than those I'm stuck. Repetitive, no cacophonous pearls of wisdom that keep ringing in your ears. But do listen to sage advice and always be challenged. You're racing out into the most important period of your lives, and you can take complete charge of that path. Success will mean different things to each of you, but you have the precious gift of a degree from the 4th highest ranked university in the world. To the world. The #1 university in the Caribbean. And so gratefully am I now a graduate. You're always armed with that degree. It's a secret ingredient for success, like that other fast food chain that we won't talk about. Use it well, but don't be afraid to go against the norm and change the recipe like we did. build your village. There's an old African proverb, if you want to go quickly, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. I started to build my village and surround myself with positive vibes only. Always remember that relationships are paramount in your lives, and never forget there were shoulders on which you stood and others who firmly held that ladder as you made your way to the top. I thought I wanted to teach, so I taught at my alma mater, ICHS, for a year. But yay, ICHS! But coming from a family where my grandfather came to Jamaica from China as a cook, where daddy built a business from partner money, as Orta told you, and benevolent loans, it must have always been in my subconscious that I wanted to own my own business. Never be afraid to change your path. I moved from teaching all of a sudden to opening Dairy Castle. No, first of all, I qualified as an investment dealer. Never be afraid to change your path. Be bold, not mediocre. Seize every opportunity. With longtime husband, 52 years, Captain Michael Lynn, and trusted partner and friend, Captain David McCrae, we fastened our seatbelts, gained altitude above some thunderstorms, and took off on our entrepreneurial journey into the blue skies. We started to build our village. We forged amazing corporate partnerships and friendships, which has brought me here today through many diverse twists and turns. We always sought to surround ourselves with good people of integrity, including our 900+ Island Grill team, our suppliers, small farmers, manufacturers. Just do the same. As life goes on, you realize how little you really control, but who you befriend, who you do business with, or choose as your partners are the most important decisions you can make. And here's some of my village, my beloved, indispensable family, siblings such as like my late brother, Dr. Raymond Chang, former Chancellor of Ryerson University, and his son Andrew is here today, husband of the ever-present Dr. Donald Chinloy Chang, the sisterhood of the IWF, on whom I can always rely, longtime friends in media like Novia, who steers me clear of the potholes, my legal friend Anne-Marie Fiani, who from inception says, register your trademarks, my experienced diplomatic friends sitting here, Her Excellency, Ambassador Laura Peters, and Ambassador of the EU, Gosha Wasiluska. Sorry, I lost my spot. But I got your name. Gosha Wasiluska. Almost done. Who always give me invaluable support, and as an honorary consul general, but as true sisters. And you know, the university team here, Elizabeth Buchanan-Hine, I know they're members of the faculty, who said to me, we love what you're doing with your food. I thank you all. My friend of 40 years, the Honorable Dr. Michael Lee Chin, Chair of the NCB Financial Group and Chair of the Economic Growth Council, a Porty-born Jamaican who can tell you about taking those country buses from Portland to Jamaica. Mike had the confidence to appoint me, an English major, to serve on the NCB board from the day he bought the bank. I was very apprehensive, but it was instrumental in boosting my business acumen. I'm privileged to serve as chair of the foundation, which has awarded so many scholarships and grants to the UWI, and my colleague, Patrick Hilton, tomorrow will announce a surprise. Mike's brother, Dr. Bobby Chen, is one of my most reliable and best loved friends. The village keeps expanding. My chair and perpetual mentor, Howard Mitchell, former president of the PSOJ, and newly appointed chair of the Mona School of Business, I forgive him for his absence, sent a charge to you. Much of the independence and sovereignty that our Caribbean territories now enjoy was initiated and has been maintained by our UWI graduates over the past 6 decades. Our strong democratic principles, vibrant cultural forms, and innovative international brands owe much to those Caribbean scholars who have passed through the gates of this wonderful institution. Now, more than ever, we need leadership in this challenging global paradigm to lift us out of the ordinary and direct our hearts and intellect to leading all of our Caribbean nations to success in meeting the challenges of the 21st century that faces us. Nobody owns us anymore. It's our future to shape and to mold according to our lights. And I met the valedictorian last night, Shamar Hall. Shamar was sitting with my disruptive son, Michael, and it's genetic, who was inspired by him and thought that I needed to meet him face to face. And I'm happy that I did, because I know that Jamaica is in good hands, class of 2019. So I know you've all heard this before. Marianne Williamson challenges us not to be reticent. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. You are a child of God. Monsignor Ramkisoon tells me that all the time. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. You were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within you. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as you let your light shine, you unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. You are liberated from your own fear. Your presence automatically liberates others. So please, be passionate. Shine as bright as you're able until you blind us all with your brilliance. You deserve to. You have worked hard to do just that, and I have the greatest confidence in you. One last thing, please remember, pay it forward and shoulder others. As chair of the NCB Foundation, I can share that we're launching a year of gratitude starting tomorrow with my colleague president of NCB Financial, Patrick Hilton's commencement announcement. It's particularly for students of the University of the West Indies. So listen out. And on that note, with grateful and overflowing heart, I wish to say thank you to this esteemed university for allowing me to be part of your graduation class. And congratulations, my fellow graduating class of 2019. Enough respect. And I didn't steal Chancellor's words, he stole mine.
Wasn't that inspiring? I omitted at the beginning in the greetings to acknowledge the new campus registrar of Mona campus, this would be his first graduation ceremony and has recently joined the university, Dr. Donovan Stanbury. I also omitted to mention the new university registrar who has joined the university since August, and Dr. Maurice Smith, as well as our new Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Undergraduate Studies, Professor Clive Landis. I would also like to acknowledge Lady Beckles and Usharani Maraj. We will now have a performance by the university singers.
Chancellor, the persons whose names will be called studied in the University of the West Indies, and having fulfilled the requirements of the University of the West Indies, beg leave to be presented to you and to the Senate of the University by the representatives of their respective faculties as Bachelor of Laws or Bachelor of Science, or as holders of associate degrees or diplomas of the University of the West Indies. Sir, the Dean, the Faculty of Law, Dr. Shazida Ali.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to bachelor's degrees of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend as graduate members of our society.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Laws, I present Annalise Bennett. Destiny Bennett. Shanika Bent. Nastasia Bowen. Tamika Bryce. Danielle Brown. Jamie Brown with first class honors. Nyla Bishop. April Campbell. Giselle Campbell with first class honors. Jolene Campbell. Ashley Clark with first class honors. Kyla Clark. Kimoy Cohen. Dainty Davis. Shaim Dwyer. Travis Ebanks. Tahira Fowler. Benjamin Fraser. Chris Chubb Gordon Burton. Richard Goldburn. Javid Grant. Rachel Grant. Rena Grant with first class honors. Samantha Grant. Brandon Gray. Angelisa Hamilton. Akeem Harris. Chantel Hobson. Roshana Bindlos. Cheyenne Hilton. Stalin Insang. Kimberly Gray. Jivel Ives. Darius Joseph. Lavette Kemp. Oksana Kennedy. Demoy Carr. Rashina Limard. Abigail Letman. Tamira Mason with first-class honors. Matthew McAnuff Jones. Deandra McPherson. Ariana Mills. Alison Mitchell. Dimitri Mitchell. Claudine Morris Wervin with first-class honors. Christopher Ogunsalu. Ayadede Peppel. Katie Ann McNeil. Maya Hardin. Tamira Wilson. Shandira Codrington. Samantha Persaud. Kimika Peterkin. Rachel Poole. John Mark Reed. Kimar Sital. Colin Greenland. Ronice Simpson. Jody Ann Small. George Stewart. David Stone. Tahir Thompson. Akeem Valentine. Paula Virgo Johnson. Danielle Watson. Emmanuel Williams. Shireen Willis. Shantae Wilson. Tashana Wilson. Sir, from the Cave Hill campus, I present Alicia Garraway with first-class honors. Javier Williams. Chantel Phoenix. Leanne Wellington. Alana Reynolds. Danae Reed. Ayana Wargs. Talija Brooks. Winston Jarrett. Jared Salvery. Shanae Williams. Krishana Fregenet. Kachif Ferguson. Lisa Mae Lewinson. Zara Marie Henry. Zoya Edwards. Renee Webster. Whitney Richards. Aliyah Gomez with first class honors. Jahina Dominguez. Dovini Chell. Nathaniel Amore. Livingston Duhaney. Colin McPherson. Paige Gordon. Ashika Robinson. Trona K. Peart. Renelle Hart.
Sir, the Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, Professor David Tennant.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive, as graduate members of our society, these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the bachelor's degrees or associate of science, or diplomas, or have been awarded certificates of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called and those who are unable to attend as graduate members of our society and as holders of diplomas of this university.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Social Science, I present Shanika Abbott. Kisharna Abu. Drusilla Allen. Josephine Allen. Minka Amen Ra. Jade Amiel. Ramon Anderson. Darren Angus. David Angus. Shirikia Ashman. Jelani Atkinson with first class honors. Deidre Bailey. Nicolette Bailey with first class honors. Shania Bailey. Toria Baker. Shana K. Bansi with first class honors. Daniel Bardowell. Caprell Barnett. William Ashley. Anthony Barrett. Shajay Barrett. King Beckford. Mishka Bell with first class honors. Victoria Benjamin. Kemar Bennett. Sashana Bennett. Aika Bailey. Brittany Barnett. Terian Behari. Ashina Beckaroo. Shane Bennett. Shane Bennett. Fedora Bernard. Odine Bernard. Jessica Biggs. Sion Blair with first-class honors. Kedisha Blake. Leonardo Blake. Kenisha Bogle. Dane Bowen. Chantal Bowen. Abigail Boyd. Wenson Brady.
Congratulations.
Janelle Brooks.
Congratulations.
O'Dane Brooks with first-class honors.
Congratulations.
Anique Brown.
Congratulations.
Shanora Brown.
Congratulations.
Christopher Brown.
Congratulations.
Samantha Earl with first-class honors.
Congratulations.
Denise Brown.
Congratulations.
Janelle Brown.
Congratulations.
Janelle Brown.
Congratulations.
Joyanne Brown.
Congratulations.
Jordan Brown.
Congratulations.
Primrose Brown.
Congratulations.
Ronique Brown.
Congratulations.
Rachelle Brown.
Congratulations.
Sheldon Brown.
Congratulations.
Javon Bruce.
Congratulations.
Alexandra Bryan.
Congratulations.
Safina Bryan.
Congratulations.
Tessan Bryan.
Congratulations.
Kelissa Buchanan.
Congratulations.
Shane Buchanan.
Congratulations.
Trishana Burgo.
Congratulations.
Shanice Calder. Rayon Cameron. Cheyenne Campbell. Georgia Campbell. Rachel Campbell. Rashida Campbell. Rashida Campbell. Ricardo Campbell. Sabrina Campbell. Michaela Card. Giovanna Chang. Witella Charles. Sharika Cheek. Anthony Clark with first class honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Lorianne Clark.
Congratulations.
Shaquem Clark.
Congratulations.
Yannick Cameron.
Congratulations.
Samantha Banton.
Congratulations.
Tissa Bernard.
Congratulations.
Nastasia Coley.
Congratulations.
Tammy Lee Collins.
Congratulations.
Anika Compass.
Congratulations.
Cheyenne Crooks.
Congratulations.
Rachel Cummings.
Congratulations.
Paula Gay Cunningham.
Congratulations.
Melissa Dakers Jones.
Congratulations.
Delaraine Daly.
Congratulations.
Tishrai Daly.
Congratulations.
Kerone Darby.
Congratulations.
Bridget Davis.
Congratulations.
Michaela Davis.
Congratulations.
Rachel Davis. Zachary Davis. Vanessa Dawkins. Amelia Deacon. Jodianne Dean. Chevelle Dennis. Shanique Dennis. Kamisha DePass. Shamona Dyer. Erika Dixon. Petra Downey with first class honors. Crystal Carr. Luann Doyle. Dante Drummond. Matthew Drummond. Shamalee Duckett. Ashana Dunbar. Anila Dennis. Trishani Dunkley. Janalee Blake. Marika Eccleston. Tonian Edwards. Trian Elliston. Dale Elliott. Christina Ellis. Abigail Facey. Shadane Facey. Kayla Farrell with first class honors. Natalia Fletcher. Shanice Forbes. Shaquille Forbes. Chevelle Ford. Chevelle Foster Cornwall. Delan Foster. Gillian Foster. Melissa Foster with first class honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Lataya Francis. Kewana Fraser. Tanique Fraser. Shantae Freeborn. Vanessa Galbraith. Jeeta Gardner. Abigail Gale. Abigail Gilmore. Danae Gordon. Peter Gordon Martin. Alex Gooden. Abigail Gordon. Felicia Gordon. Abigail Graham. Regime Ellis. Kayla Graham. Tony Grant. Tresan Grant. Shan Gray. Carice Grant. Tiana Green. Delia Hawes. Shamoya Hart. Anna K. Hall. Shamar Hall with first class honors. Demario Hanchard. Shannon Harriott with first class honors. Ashley Harris. Shanil Harrison. Pepitha Hart with first class honors. Brittany Horton. Victoria Horton. Gabrielle Hemmings with first class honors. Richana Hemmings. Linnea Hendricks. Shanice Henry. Jalissa Henry. Jordan Henry. Akeem Henry. Casey Henry. Samantha Henry. Tonian Henry. Trishana Hines. Nicola Holding. Thea Howard. Shaya Hudson. Sabrina Hogarth. Chenoweth Holmes. Davia Howard. Zane Hull. Andre James. Daniel James. Chelsea Jameson. Stefan Jasquith. Crystal Jennings. Joan Johnson. Monique Johnson. Chevrolet Johnson. Tamalsia Johnson. Shanae Jonas. Kimberly Carr. Adeline King. Shan Knight. Pohan Tharkyo. Fabian Latouche. Cheyenne Lawrence. Natalia Levy. Jamelia Lewis. Javon Lewis. Sanjay Lewis. Stephanie Lewis. Kevin Lindsay. Divonell Linton. Alric Livingston. Jamoy Livingston. Kamisha Kelly. Ken Livingston. Dion Lloyd. Meshanda Lloyd. Petal Lopez. Swain Lynch. Chendian Lesaith. Ashley Magnus. Trevon Mayer with first class honors. Jamar Malcolm. Tahila Maloney. Kevon Manderson. Tassian Manderson. Tajwain Marshall. Shantae Martin. Marianne McCallum. Chantel McCarthy. Christina McFarlane. Leslie McFarlane. Nicole McFarlane. Kemar Magrodo. Anna K. McIntosh. Shanice McIntyre. Jadine McCain with first class honors. Tiffany McKellar. Trizelle Miller. Siobhan McKnight. Tiffany McKnight. Jamelia McCoy. Nicholas McLean. Peter Gay McLean. Samantha McNeish. Brittany Amoy McPherson. Felicia McPherson. Ramon McPherson. Sachette McPherson. Abigail Meikle. Elaine Messam. Jardine Miller. Kimone Miller. Crystal Miller. Michaela Miller. Sheldon Palmer with first class honors. Shakira Mills. Shanice Ming with first class honors. Felicia Mitchell with first class honors. Matthew Mitchell. Shamik Morgan. Delmick Morris. Tonian Morrison. Yashima Mortley. Shanti Britton. Vanessa Price. Orithia Bailey. Denise Nathan with first class honors. Yannick Neal. Jadine O'Haro. Chantal Powell. Monique Powell. Shanna K. Reed. Tiana Robinson. Matthew Nelson. Daniel Palmer. Akil Parchment. Jana Patterson. Ashley Peart Brown. Andy Lee Pennycook. Imani Perkins Century. LaShawn Phillips. Dilvano Pitto. Deandra Plummer. Shanette Plummer. Shauna Gay Pusey. Daniel Purcell with first class honors. Nardia Reed. Santian Reed. Brianna Richards. Romario Richards. Teague Richards. Shantae Ricards. Amanda Ricketts. Kadian Ricketts. Chantel Ricketts. Nijoma Riley. Shanique Robertson. Shamika Roberts. Stephanie Robinson. Karel Robinson. Tanil Robinson. Sabrina Roper. Derek Rose. Natasha Rose. Davia Reed. Renee Rose. Shireen Rose. Shanna K. Rowe. Carla Roy. Brianna Russell. Joanna Simpson. Hanif Samuels. Roseanne Samuels. Akilon Sandy. Janelle Saunders with first class honors.
Congratulations, well done.
Alicia Sawyer.
Congratulations.
Marshonette Scarlett.
Congratulations.
Donovan Shand.
Congratulations.
Selena Senior.
Congratulations.
Felicia Sharp.
Congratulations.
Chantel Shaw.
Congratulations.
Chantal Shaw. Anne-Marie Sherwood. Sashana Schreier. Tamika Siley. Tracy Ann Sims. Shirley Simon. Chan Simpson. Kimberly Simpson. Omar Simpson with first-class honors. Kadeen Sinclair. Horace Sinclair. Shaniel Sinclair. Janelle Smalling. Devin Smith with first-class honors. Dominic Smith. Georgianne Smith. Jordan Spence. Crystal Smith. Shaniel Smith. Yashel Smith. Zashara Smith. Regine Sorty. O'Shane Spence. Othniel Spence. Roshana Spence. Alicia Spencer. Nicole Spike. Jamelia Stevens. Zaria Stevens with first-class honors. Brittany Lee Stevenson. Antoinette Stewart. JC Ann Stewart. Kimoya Stewart. Brandon Sullivan. Atia Sutton. Shante Swaby. Olivia Talbot. Desta Taylor. Kimberly Taylor. Asha Gay Thaxter. Crystal Thomas. Felicia Shields. Clearnet Thomas. Dave Andrew Thomas. Kerry Thomas. Jordan Thompson Campbell. O'Shane Thompson. Sashana Thompson. Terry Thompson. Chrysancia Tingling. Kimala Tullock. Tabatha Tyrrell. Monique Vassar-Small with first class honors. Andre Waite. Jamar Walker. Jerry Walker. Grayson Wallace. Akeelia Wallen. Shante Watson. Rashana Watson. Adrienne Wall. Demar Webb. Demoya Whiteley. Sarah Wigan. Brianna Williams. Gabrielle Williams. Kimisha Williams. Trisha Williams. Davia Williams. Abigail Woodhouse. Onika Williams. Oswald Williams. Kalicia Williams. Danisha Williams. Ambrose Williams. Jordan Williams Clark. Harriel Walker. Trisana Williams. Andre Woolcock. Lenore Young. Howard Dyer. Troy Dumville. Abishai Wilkie. Sherry Jones. Brittany Myers. Dylan Williams. Jordan Robinson with first class honors. Shajay Williams. Abigail Roach. Akil Henry. Tanisha Williams. Sandy Williams. Devisha Shedden. Monicia Sinclair. Georgia Thompson. Walissa Ward. Sir, from the Open Campus, sir, for the Diploma in Social Sciences, I present Audrey Wilson with honors. Natisha Bent with first-class honors. Suzette Blair with first-class honors. Howard Brown with first-class honors.
Mr. Brown, congratulations.
Janet Burke with first-class honors. Carolyn Burnett McFarlane with first-class honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Crystal Campbell.
Congratulations.
Delphorine Campbell. Teranique Darrell with first-class honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Clarista Hansen Scale with first-class honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Antoinette Hay Kennedy. Renee Henry.
Congratulations.
Marjorie Henry Elliott.
Congratulations.
Carrie-Ann Lopez with first-class honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Nadia Irish. Tanisha Lewis with first-class honors.
Well done. Congratulations.
We have a husband and wife pair, Gary Morgan with first-class honors and Simone Morgan with first-class honors. Karine Palmer with first-class honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Pauline Ricketts.
Congratulations.
Roxanne Renford.
Congratulations.
Nadia Smith-Green with first-class honors.
Congratulations. Well done.
Suzanne McClarty Rennie with first-class honors.
I now call on the class valedictorian, Mr. Shamar Hall, Bachelor of Science in Economics with a minor in Accounting and Statistics with first-class honors, to deliver the valedictory address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellors, Principals, Registrars, Members of Government, Members of the Diplomatic Corps, Officers of the University, Honorary Graduates, Deans, Lecturers, and other members of the academic staff, alumni, family and friends, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2019. Good morning. It was Nelson Mandela who said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Well, look at us today, making the impossible possible. It is with humility that I stand here before you this morning, representing the UWI-MONA class of 2019 as a valedictorian. Esteemed because we have completed the race, fought the good fight, and today can proudly call ourselves graduates of the University of the West Indies. I ask you to picture this with me, a long and winding road, sometimes smooth, while other times filled with endless roadwork and long waits. And just when we thought it was near completion, here comes bumps, turns, and potholes. But at the end of this road, there's a surface that is well paved. Did you all notice how smooth the ring road was this morning? Well, this, my friend, is symbolic of our journey to academic success. A journey that has had its many highs and lows, bumps and turns, but ultimately, some great memories and important lessons. Whether you are part of the Faculty of Social Sciences or the Faculty of Law, we meet today at this crossroad in our journey to celebrate our achievements. Our personal journey through this prestigious institution began with excitement and nervousness. However, the feeling of felicity quickly consumed us because we knew beyond the shadow of a doubt that we were destined for greatness. Did you all know that our own UWI quite recently moved in rank from the top 5 to now top 4% of the world's best universities? Indeed, we were destined for greatness. This is the place where light would rise. The journey through university was not smooth for very long. We're greeted with 3-hour lectures, study groups, long nights in the libraries, even longer cases, and mid-semesters that seem to come a little too quickly. I personally do not know of a course which did not have a WhatsApp group to assist with assignments, mid-semesters, and studying for the dreaded final examinations. Oh, how thankful we all must be for the great WhatsApp. There were numerous detours and roadwork on this journey, and we experienced it all, the good, the bad, and the critical reading and writing. Which needs a category of its own. Not to mention the lines in SAS. Better yet, get election season. Let's face it, we just couldn't walk to and from the back gate in peace. Vote for me, vote for me. Despite the annoyance, I think the entire social sciences faculty knew the slogan, chase greatness, as we rallied behind and supported one of our own as he ran and won the position of Guild Treasurer. Chase, big up yourself. And who could forget our Guild Law Rep, Samantha, Let's Get Paid grant. Amidst our frustration on this road filled with bumps and turns, we're able to take some rest stops to relieve much of the tension through various events such as Integration Thursdays, Homecoming Parade, Caribbean Day, the UWI Carnival, and the UWI Games. Oh, and yes, we did notice when the road leading to the Mona Bowl was fixed. Thursday afternoons also gave us a plethora of societies to choose from. Caribbean country organizations, along with faculty associations such as the Banking League and the Mona Law Society, gave us time to explore and develop our leadership skills in a relaxed environment. Throughout Law Week, our upcoming attorneys became the envy of their counterpart in the other faculties, as they brandished their law attire on Legal Attire Day, like the professionals they aspired to be. Now, while students living on Hall would enjoy the various activities and experience the different regional and international cultures, commuters like myself had to endure various delays and turn-offs. Just imagine having to wake up from 5 o'clock for a daunting 8 a.m. lecture and still being late because no taxi wanted to come to campus. And when we finally got one, a 7-seater would be carrying a bus full of people with the loader man shouting, "You miss, smile up yourself." While we had no control over our size, in the end, we were taught time management, a skill that is desperately needed for this fast-paced world in which we live in. The writer Tim Cahill once said, "A journey is best measured in friends rather than miles." We will not forget the friendships that we have forged as they reflect the invaluable experiences we have shared. Thank you to each and every one of our friends, classmates, and hall members who were a shoulder to cry on, a companion to laugh with, or someone to take notes when we just couldn't make it to class. There's no doubt in my mind that this group of friends will be agents of change as we play our part in advancing our nation and the region at large. As alumni who have studied law, economics, government, psychology, sociology, and social work, we have a responsibility to represent the university well by making strides in our profession, thus enhancing our individual countries and the Caribbean's future. Graduands, gratitude is a must. To all the mothers, fathers, grandparents, friends, and significant others who are a source of love, guidance, financial assistance, and motivation. And let's not forget the prayer warriors who literally moved mountains when we told them we wanted to give up. Thank you all, and thank you, God. We express appreciation to our lecturers who helped us on this winding road in becoming the scholars we are today, especially those who literally made us read for our degrees. Fellow graduates, ahead of us, there are new roads, and with new roads come new potholes. But we take this rest stop to celebrate our victory. So let's savor that victory and let it propel us as we go on to higher education or enter into the world of work. As Buju Banton would say, I could go on, the fool has never been told. Some stories have to be kept secrets on this journey. So class of 2019, today it's not just enough to say that you attended this noble institution. I charge you to stand and defend the name you bear. We are the light rising from the west. I urge you to be leaders wherever you go, and I dare you to do what may seem at first like the impossible. Our desire for success should not be overshadowed by our fear of failure. Therefore, at the first encounter with failure, do not give up. On life's journey, we experience twists and turns, bumps and stop signs, but our success is dependent on whether we choose to handle these obstacles with optimistic resilience. As the Chinese proverb says, only he that has traveled the road knows where the holes are deep. So Yui, class of 2019, we made it. Congratulations, we have made it. We set out onto a new highway to success, knowing that we have greatness, the UWI greatness as a driving force within us. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Chancellor, I wish to acknowledge on behalf of our honorary graduand, our Nigerian ambassador to Jamaica, Her Excellency Janet Omoligo Olisa, and her husband, His Excellency Dada Olisa, who were with us earlier. Sir, I now call on Professor Minerva Thame, Director, Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of master's degrees and postgraduate diplomas.
Sir, I present to you these members of the society who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been awarded postgraduate diplomas or have been admitted to the master's degrees, and beg that you recognize them.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on those persons whose names are about to be called and those who are unable to attend postgraduate diplomas and master's degrees of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Masters of Science, Applied Psychology, Christine Boardman. Asia Choi Chin, with distinction. Tashana Clemmings. Sheldon Coleman, with distinction. Shanice Gardner. Sheree Samuels. Kamik Stewart, with distinction. Sir, for the Masters of Science, Clinical Psychology, I present Regina Aparicio. Shanae Cummings. Larice Palmer. Marissa Stubbs. Emma Tuleta. Ryan Wickham. Sir, for the Masters of Science, Demography, I present Sophia Mori. Sir, for the Masters in Developmental, Anthony Gordon. Stephanie von Ehrlich, with distinction. Sir, for the Masters in Economics, I present Caprice Clark. Kirk Douglas. Makila Gonzalez, with distinction. Marissa Green. Janelle Marks. Carrie Ann Purcell. Dwayne Salmon. Nicard Swaby. Ajorni Taylor. Onika Taylor with distinction. Clayton Thomas. Sir, for the Masters of Science, Government, I present Leanne Walker. Faithia Williams. Sir, for the Masters of Science, Human Resource Development, I present Tevin Allen with distinction. Leah Bagwandat, Vassal. Rennie Brown with distinction. Kimberly Christie. Siobhan Drisdale with distinction. Alicia Gopi with distinction. Justin Ogiko with distinction. Nikki Gravany. Nicole Hopkins with distinction. Cadian Hussey with distinction. Kamisha Lindsay with distinction. Ashiba Morgan. Cadian Morris. Elaine Morrison Brown. Adelicia Nelson. Sydney Newland Williams with distinction. Nelicia Price. Joseph Robinson. Renique Roper. Shante Simpson with distinction. Danielle Smith. Travika Spencer. Glenford Thompson. Sir, for the Masters of Science, International, Public and Developmental Management, I present Orville Banks. Philando Neal. Reagan Reed with distinction. Shelley Ann Williams. Sir, for the Masters of Science, Sociology, I present Faith Anderson. Deidre Lewis. Monique Morris. Vanessa Oates. Clinton Robinson. Sir, for the Masters of Science, Social Work, I present Pollyanna Brown Mullins. Kadeen Clark. Hilton Grace. Shania Grant with distinction. Shireen Williams Hemmings. Sir, from the Open Campus for Masters of Science Management Studies, Dominica Anderson with distinction. Adinja Findley with distinction. Jamian Jones with distinction. Damian Lowe. Daniel Tracy. Sir, for the Masters of Science, Management and Educational Leadership, I present Alta-Marie Elvis with distinction. I'd like to present a husband and wife, Sandra Morris Porter with distinction and Aldane Porter with distinction. Trishana Weiss. Sir, for the Masters of Law, Commercial and Corporate Law, I present Tiffany Augustine with distinction. Donna Samuel Stones with distinction. Peter Gates, Stanford.
Sir, I now call on Professor Stephen Gift, Pro Vice-Chancellor, Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you a member of our society for the award of Doctor of Philosophy degree.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on this person whose name is about to be called the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of this university, and I acknowledge their advancement in our society.
From the Mona campus, sir, for the Doctor of Philosophy, I present Yvonne Jones Nelson, PhD, Social Policy.
I now call on the President of the UWI Alumni Association, Jamaica Chapter, Mr. Dwayne Hayes, to lead the graduates in reciting the Alumni Pledge.
Good afternoon to you all. It is my distinct pleasure to invite the graduating class of 2019 to stand and recite together the UWI Alumni Pledge, which can be found on page 82 of the graduation program. I would like to officially welcome you to the UWI Alumni family. I invite you to become engaged alumni who show Pelican pride and are involved in the life of the campus as guest speakers, supporters of sport and hall events, mentors, recruiters, promoters, and advocates of the university, and much more. Let us now begin to say the UWI Alumni Pledge together. As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, I commit myself to uphold the ideals and goals of my alma mater. As a voice shall reflect the commitment to excellence of the light rising from the West, as I fulfill my social and professional responsibilities and serve my community and region. I will strive to ensure the UWI's place as a Caribbean icon, the catalyst for Caribbean development and leadership. It is a legacy that I will proudly help build for future generations. The UWI, first in our hearts and first in our region. Heartiest congratulations to you. You may be seated.
Please remain standing if you would. We will now sing the university song, which is on page 83 of the graduation booklet. And could you please sing as loud as possible?
From Caribbean Caribbean islands, Guyana and Belize, was born our University of the West Indies, proud symbol of our oneness, our strength in unity. With vision clear, you came along to shape our destiny, to follow after knowledge, the truth to seek and find, to teach us love and justice, to liberate the mind. Today we see you rising, a light out of the west, that guides the feet of all who seek the noblest and the best. There is a light that is rising from out of the west, and proud bearers of that light are we. So we follow those whose work has brought glory to your name, making a better world for you and for me. As from your noble portals, your sons and daughters go to face a world of challenges, to conquer every foe.
Before we bring the ceremony to a close, your valedictorian talked about the support that you got from your parents, your families, your loved ones. And as much as you are proud of your success, they are in this hall today having probably dreamt of this day from the first time you were born, and have made huge struggles. They have prayed for you, they have cried with you, they have put their hand in their pocket for you. So you give them the biggest big up possible. This brings to a close the public ceremony by which the University of the West Indies has signaled the awards of degrees, diplomas, and certificates to its graduates. The company will now disperse, but not before permitting me to escort our invited guests and allowing the procession to leave. Have a wonderful life.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Monique Johnson, and I graduated with a Hope of second-class honors in social work, and this is my best friend.
Senior Grant, Masters of Social Work with distinction.
Yes! So we just wanted to say how delighted we are to both be here as best friends. So how many years, Senior?
From where we're clipped and Bubbles go church.
Right. We've been church friends and now we're school friends, and she has a master's and I have a bachelor's. And to be honest, it was a rough road. It wasn't easy, but we made it.
A whole lot of potholes, but God helped us to prevail, so we're grateful for this moment.
And we just want to thank the university family for having us here and allowing us to be a part of the 2019 graduation ceremony. It is delightful, definitely. Friend, you have any last remark?
Yes, big up to our parents, Mr. and Mrs. Grant.
And big up to my mother, Carol Johnson, and all our supportive friends, Shakara,
Jody, Natalie.
Everyone, my sisters, Carrie Ann, Deandra, Kishana, Cyan, Ortiga. Just about everyone that knows us. Big up.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you for making it. You and Mona.
All right, take a picture of them.